I'm Dr. Kathryn Crowther. I'm an associate professor of English here on the Clarkson campus of Perimeter College, and I'm also a faculty associate in CETLO, our Center for Teaching and Learning, and I also work with the EPIC project as the campus lead for Perimeter.
My group is going to be presenting at GSURC. We're doing a scientific study on autism and how it relates to feelings of isolation. Autism is a very lonely diagnosis. First of all, it restricts your ability to communicate with the outside world. And then within the autism diagnosis, everyone has different symptoms. And so we did the study, and we're still interviewing people, and we're going to the conference to talk about the results that we found.
We're doing a disability outreach to help people out here in the Clarkson community.
And I know that where I'm from in Decatur, it's not many local communities out there really helping that you see like in the public. It's basically things behind doors. So being able to be public with it and vocal with it in the Clarkson community is like really exciting.
Our mission is to start up the accessibility map here for GSU. It's long overdue, and many of the colleges actually have one already.
Most colleges and campuses are not accessible to all disabled people. So we're actually right now trying to develop something where Georgia State can be in the top tier of the country in accessibility for disabled.
We're the class magazine group.
Girl bloggers.
Yeah.
Girl bloggers.
Hey. So whatever's happening in the class, we document it, their articles. Basically, we publish articles on our site.
The film group was several students who were already interested in film and documentary that's been making their own film about being a student here at Georgia State or just in general with ADHD.
To be working with other people who have my interest in the class, it's just, I like it.
I personally have ADHD, so just being able to help come up with the script and basically see everything come to life has been a lot of fun.
I think what everybody in this class would say about learning about disability access and inclusion is the big aha moment, and this is something that gets talked about in disability studies a lot, is that there's no such thing as being not disabled. Everybody is either not yet disabled, right? Or maybe temporarily disabled at some point. So what we realize is that disability and the challenges of access that people with disabilities face can come to any of us, whether it's because of an accident, an injury, aging. Whenever we think about designing a world that has inclusive features for everybody, we are thinking about ourselves. Everybody starts rethinking the way we design things, the world we're building, and looking at the big picture as how this will benefit everybody.
Just to know that we're doing something for someone in the future, and we're actually doing something that's going to help other people. You know, it's exciting. It's exciting.
I didn't know that ADHD was a disability before I got in this class. So that was very eye-opening. So just being able to learn more about it instead of just reading it out of a book has been very insightful for me.
Yeah, I was lucky this semester because I have such a big class that I was able to allow them to self-select to some degree based on their own interests or their professional interests, their majors. Each group has its own kind of problem that it's tackling and its own community partner that it's working with.
This is definitely my favorite class. That's why I took it again. I like to see progress in myself, and I like to accomplish tasks rather than just study.
The choice to work in the community. That's what I really like about the class.
I feel like in terms of this class, it's mainly just doing what you want to do, but also helping people come to the top together. So
I've made my strongest connections in this class, I would say. In my other classes, I can probably go the entire semester not talking to someone, but in this class, you have to talk to somebody and you have to interact, and so I've made a lot of connections through this class.
Definitely, yeah.
I think that they get excited because they know there's potential here for these projects to have a real world impact and to actually make a difference. So it just changes the dynamic of learning to something that you really are invested in.